am currently going to be working on my, let's see, I'm going to be working on Spacey, chapter 2. So I'm just going to check out how all my live streams are doing. Cool, dope. Let's see. I'm just taking a look here. Also, I'm slowly but surely kind of updating everything. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Twitch has mobile for dashboard for mobile. That's pretty dope. Okay, yeah, for sure. Cool. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, I'm going to be doing chapter 2 of the NLP, and just seeing how I can do this and how it works and learning and why not. Give me a second. I gotta figure out YouTube's live stream kind of stuff because they're a little bit weird. They really are. I don't know why, but they are weird. I've updated the title multiple times, but you know, whatever. 100 days of code. Perfect. All right, we're going to save that. I'm also going to add the tags for everything. Cool. So guys, also, if you're joining in, I just was able to receive a affiliate code for the course I'm in. So I'm currently in Profit with JavaScript, and for those of you who don't know what it is a, let's see, it is a course put on by Clever Programmer. They are a pretty popular YouTube channel here, or on YouTube channel here. Wow. But they're a pretty popular programming YouTube channel. They have a lot of amazing content on their YouTube, like their HTML crash course, CSS crash course. I think they have a JavaScript and Python crash course as well. And those are like eight hours long plus. So that being said, go check them out. You were just getting ready to go live too, Logan. That's dope. But yeah, check them out. I'm going to go on and drop my link for the course below. I actually won this course through their 5-day challenge. I found them on their 5-day challenge, and yeah, it's kind of how I won second with that. And yeah, it was pretty dope. Pretty dope. It's a good course. I've met a lot of cool people, a lot of cool things going on, big things. So yeah, go on and check them out. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out all my stuff in the background. There we go. I don't know why this isn't. Anyways, we're going to go on and fix this. I'm more than sure there's a way. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Day 4 of 100 days of code. Perfect. All right, we're going to save that, and we're going to actually edit it as well. I'm going to just paste everything in here. What? Hold on. But I hope everybody's doing all right. Let me open up. I just put my thing here. I used to have Windows on here, and yeah. I just Windows, what is it? Office. That's what it's called. But yeah. Affiliate shit. Yes, that's exactly what I named that file. Being live learning React and Firebase. Ooh, that'll be dope. That will be dope, Logan. Good luck on that. I saved that, so we're good there. All right, let me share my post to my page on Facebook and we'll get started. Let's see. Let me make sure it posted. Yep, cool. I don't know. It tells me that I can't post to my page, but it shows up there anyways. I have no clue. So, yeah. All right. So, there's that. Let me exit off of that. Cool. Exit off of that. Clean up everything a little bit. Channel dashboard, I can close that out. All right. So I have everything up and running. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. I just got a text and it's messed up, but it's hilarious. Give me a second, let me respond, and then I'm going to go on and start focusing on Spacey. All right. Cool. Actually, let me put that on Do Not Disturb because it's going to pop up with notifications every single time. And then, again, there we go. I will keep checking it relentlessly because, I'm kind of addicted to my phone and it's kind of bad, But, whatever. Anyways, cool. I need to set up my desk a little bit better because I feel weird looking at my second screen because my camera's like right here in front of me, but I keep looking up because my screen is like off-centered and it's like a weird shot, so who cares at this point? I do. So yeah. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna get back into Spacey. I'm going to be looking at chapter 2 of their learning natural language processing. So I'm going to do that, and then after that, I already have one presentation ready to go, which I forgot about for YouTube. So I just sorry, my dog was eating a cat toy, so I just had to throw it off my desk. Anyways, I took it from her and I never just threw it off my desk. But anyways, besides the point. I'm going to be putting together another, there we go. I'm going to be putting together another, presentation. That's what it's called. I'm going to put together another presentation for YouTube I'm in between things. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm in between for loops and data types, or just loops and conditionals and data types. And then I'm also thinking HTML. And just like what some major tags are, what their attributes are, when to use them, how to use them, all that good stuff. So let me know what you guys want to see, and that'll be what I do next. It's either HTML and the major tags and what the tags are about and what they do, or it is, let's see, what did I just say? For loops, while loops, conditionals, and maybe data types. Maybe data types first, then conditionals and loops, or yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Because I can talk for a long time if that's not evident by now. So yeah. All right. Let's kind of hop into it because I'm just ready to get started on this because it's been a long day already and I kind of want to just get into programming because why not? And learning. So let's do it. So we're on chapter 2, large scale data analysis with Spacey. Extract specific information from large volume of text. Okay, Okay, so basically, it seems like we're going to be learning how to scrape text. Cool. By the way, this is my favorite flavor of Monster. Absolutely love it. Love the design on the can. I honestly low-key was thinking about coming on here in my AC/DC shirt, but I went out. I had to go out to Walmart and a few other places earlier to grab a few things. And if y'all don't know, Texas, I think, is going to close again because of COVID, and our governor opened up too early. But, you know, politics, not going to get into that here. But I was outside, and I was sweating so much in that shirt, and I just was like, I need this off of me. So I put back on what I put on this morning, which is some sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt that has the arms cut out. Hey, Leaf, how are you? Nice to see you on Twitch. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to go on and take a look into Chapter 2 of Spacey. For those of you who weren't here yesterday, or if you're new here, I'm taking a dive into AI, and I'm working on a Twitter translator. So basically, idea is to take text input from a user and convert it over into a way somebody else talks based on their tweets. That being said, I've been looking into ML, NLP, and databasing recently. I haven't really looked too much into databases that we can use, which I need to. But I think I need to talk to Logan. That's his name. I need to talk to Logan a little bit more on that to see how much we need, all that good stuff, what functionalities we need it for, just to make sure I'm not being an idiot here and just don't understand what I need it for. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to go on and get into it. Yesterday we did Chapter 1 of Spacey. Today we're going to do Chapter 2. If you're wanting to learn natural learning, I always want to call it natural learning, natural language processing, I do really like the way Spacey has this interface set up. It's really nice to be able to work with their library. Jesus, guys, I can't talk today. So on that note, let's just get into it. Why not? All right. So again, if you guys weren't here yesterday, the way I like to do this is I like to watch it once all the way through and then rewatch it again. And when I watch it again, I like to explain what I heard from the video and what I'm trying to teach you guys while I'm learning it, because that's the way I learn. If I rephrase things and teach other people and all that good stuff, it's easier for me to learn. So, that being said, let's get into it.
Welcome back. Now that you've had some real experience using Spacey's objects, it's time for you to learn more about what's actually going on under Spacey's hood. In this lesson, we'll take a look at the shared vocabulary and how Spacey deals with strings. Spacey stores all shared data in a vocabulary, the vocab. This includes words, but also the label schemes for tags and entities. To save memory, all strings are encoded to hash IDs. If a word occurs more than once, we don't need to save it every time. Instead, Spacey uses a hash function to generate an ID and stores the string only once in the string store. The string store is available as nlp.vocab.strings. It's a lookup table that works in both directions. You can look up a string and get its hash, and look up a hash and get its string value. Internally, Spacey only communicates in hash IDs. Hash IDs can't be reversed though. If a word is not in the vocabulary, there's no way to get its string. That's why we always need to pass around the shared vocab. To get the hash for a string, we can look it up in nlp.vocab.strings. To get the string representation of a hash, we can look up the hash. The doc object also exposes its vocab and strings. Lexemes are context-independent entries in the vocabulary. You can get a lexeme by looking up a string or a hash ID in the vocab. Lexemes expose attributes, just like tokens. They hold context-independent information about a word, like the text or whether the word consists of alphabetic characters. Lexemes don't have part-of-speech tags, dependencies, or entity labels. Those depend on the context. Here's an example. The doc contains words in context. In this case, the tokens I, love, and coffee, with their part-of-speech tags and dependencies. Each token refers to a lexeme, which knows the word's hash ID. To get the string representation of the word, Spacey looks up the hash in the string store. This all sounds a bit abstract, so let's take a look at the vocabulary and string store in practice.
Okay, so let's go back and rewatch that on double speed. I don't have it. Oh, I still do have it on 1.5. Good. It was just a little bit slow. I'm used to watching things at double speed.
Vocabulary and how Spacey deals with strings.
So,
Spacey stores all shared data in vocabulary, the vocab. This includes words, but also the label schemes for tags and entities. To save memory, all strings are encoded to hash IDs. If a word occurs more than once, we don't need to save it every time. Instead, Spacey uses a hash function to generate an ID and store.
okay, so basically, anytime you have a string, it saves it as a hash. But the hash references the string, and the string can reference the hash. Got it. You can search for it either way.
Stores the string only once in the string store. The string store is available as nlp.vocab.strings. It's a lookup table that works in both directions. You can look up a string and get its hash, and look up a hash and get its string value. Internally, Spacey only communicates in hash IDs. Hash IDs can't be reversed though. If a word is not in the vocabulary, there's no way to get its string. That's why we always need to pass around the shared vocab. To get the hash for a string, we can look it up in nlp.vocab.strings. To get the string representation of a hash, we can look up the hash. The doc object also exposes its vocab and strings. Lexemes are context-independent entries in the vocabulary. You can get...
Okay, so lexemes, I believe, the way that I understand it, the way that they're different than tokens is tokens has the, like, parts of speech and, like, the dependencies, and it has, like, pointers to the dependencies and what it refers back to. Now, the lexeme is a little bit less intuitive, if you will, than that. So a lexeme looks like what it'll be is just text, the hash, and if it's an alpha or not. Like if it's a number or if it's like a number, something like that. So from what I understand, or from what I've been hearing, that's what I understand it as, if that makes sense. You know? Okay, so yeah, let's move on. Okay, I'm looking at my freaking Facebook page and I have no clue why my live stream wasn't shared to my page. What the heck? It was earlier. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can edit the live video. Let me see. Is it public? It should be public. I'm gonna probably have to, again, all of this is pretty new for me, so yes, leave. 12 minutes ago. The Life of Kiska. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. If anybody's tuned in to Facebook, let me know if it's showing up on my page, because on my end it's not. But also I know YouTube or Facebook is kind of finicky that way sometimes. It's not the best always, so yeah. Maybe it's just let's see. View, edit history, edit audience. Ah, that's why. It's not public. There we go. Now can I share it to my page? I should be. There shouldn't be an error. Let's see. Share. Hey, there we go. I figured it out. It should be good to go now on my page. Yep, it's good to go. Okay, cool. Oh, now there's 3 of the posts. I'm gonna... Facebook. Love Facebook, you know. Okay. I waste entirely way too much time on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. Okay, cool. We should be good to go at this point on there. Okay. Hey Serene, how are you? Hope you're doing well. We're learning some Python today. On chapter 2 of Spacey's library. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. What was I doing? Oh, I wanted to open up my stream control on Twitch or however, whatever you call it. Okay. Creator dashboard, I think, and then streaming tools. No, stream manager. That's what it's called. Okay, cool. We're here. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Leaf. I appreciate it. Okay. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all checking it out for me. But okay, let's get back to the Lexeme. So the Lexeme looks different from a token from the fact that it doesn't have the, the part of speech, the description, and like what it refers back to, the dependency, not description, dependency. That was the word starting with the D I was looking for.
In a Lexeme, by looking up a string or a hash ID in a vocab. Lexemes expose attributes, just like tokens. They hold context-independent information about a word, like the text or whether the word consists of alphabetic characters. Lexemes don't have part of speech tags, dependencies, or entity labels. Those depend on the context. Here's an example. The doc contains words in context. In this case, the tokens I, love, and coffee, with their part of speech tags and dependencies. Each token refers to a Lexeme, which knows the word's hash ID. To get the string...
Okay, so looking at this now, let's see. So the doc contains the part of speech. I'm going to turn this fan up. My laptop gets pretty hot, so I'm turning the fan up underneath it. Okay, so the doc contains the actual characters in the part of speech. The vocab contains lexemes and the hash values. And then string storage contains the strings from the doc and references to the hash values. Cool.
String representation of the word. Spacey looks up the hash in the string store.
Excuse me.
This all sounds a bit abstract, so let's take a look at the vocabulary and string store in practice.
Cool. Let's go next. Let's do it. Sounds good. You got me interested in, because you mentioned AI. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry. Yeah, it's, so far it's been pretty interesting. This library here for Python seems like it's pretty user-friendly. I got really into natural learning or natural language processing through the fact that I found out I was just on YouTube one night just going through a whole bunch of random videos, and I found something describing what natural language processing actually was and how it worked, and it involved calculus. And I was like, you had me at the C. Like, you said calculus, I just heard the k, and I was like, okay, calculus, you talking calculus? I'm good. Yes, please give it all to me, please. So yeah, I got really interested in it, and then Logan and I paired up to do a project with Amanath and David as well. And yeah, they kind of were like, Kiska, do you want to do the ML and NLP side of things? I was like, is the Pope Catholic? Because yes. But anyways. Alright, so look up the string cat and NLP vocab strings to get the hash. Cool. So I don't want to really necessarily type all this, so let's work smarter, not harder. Let's copy this, paste it here, and we're just going to go Control V, and we're going to look up the word cat. So we're going to put that in quotations. There we go. Ooh, I had another idea. Can I share my live stream to the Prophet with JavaScript page as well? Hopefully I can. Let's see. Share to a page. Darn. No, I can't. I don't think I can. Share to a group, maybe? Oh, I sure can. Share. Haha. Cool. Alright. Well, we shared to a group, so Be sure to profit with JavaScript, and yeah, we're good to go now. All right. So, all right. Look up the hash to get back the string. So we're storing the hat in cache_hash. So we're going to do this, Control V, and we're not using hash anymore, or string anymore. We're using hash, and then we're going to input cat_hash. Run code. This is why this website is so slow. They're using Docker. Docker is pretty slow. And here, what I'm gonna do is, oh, we got an error. Let's figure out what it is. So I'm gonna drop the link to the course that I'm doing right now, but Space has no attribute hash. Look up the cat hash to get the string. Okay, let's copy this. This is the only part about this course I don't like, is if you go back, it doesn't allow you to
save memory, all strings
save things. Oh, okay, so it's still just strings. Interesting. Doesn't make sense, but I guess, crap. Anyways, I just hit Control C, so it's not gonna work anymore. But anyways, that's interesting. Didn't expect that. Thought it was going to be .hash. No, sir, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. Alright. Also, guys, I'm thinking of doing a live call tomorrow for the course, and just whoever can join, but I was thinking of streaming that too. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I think I can do that. Even if not, I'm definitely thinking of doing a live stream tomorrow. Or not a live stream, a live call for like for loops and stuff, for profit with JavaScript. Maybe I could stream the Zoom call, but I think I have a very good way of explaining everything with that, so I feel as though it would help a lot of people, because I like loops. They're fun. I used to have to trace my code for loops, and yeah, that was not fun. All right, so we're looking for the hash string labeled, or look up the hash for the string labeled persons. Cool. Let's see. I said we're going to do chapter 2 today. Maybe we'll do chapter 2 and 3. Let's just see what time it is once I get done here. So we're doing person_hash. Run code. Cool. Submit. Dope. Mark as complete. Next. Alright, why does this code throw an error? So let's take a look. So we're doing English and German here. So NLP, English, NLP, German. So get the ID for the string Bowie. So we're getting the string there. Excuse me. Look up the ID for Bowie in the vocab. Bowie_ID. NLP_. Oh, I'm assuming it's because this right here. We're looking for Bowie in the German dictionary, and it looks like we assigned it NLP, or we did NLP English. So it should be only that one. Oh, maybe not. So, oh wait, no, I just didn't read it right. I just saw this and I was like, oh yeah, that is the issue. So yeah, it should be that one. Yeah, cool. So isn't in the German vocab, so the hash can't be resolved in the string store. Makes sense.
Now that you know all about the vocabulary and string store, we can take a look at the most important data structure, the doc and its views, token, and span. The doc is one of the central data structures in Spacey. It's created automatically when you process a text with the NLP object, but you can also instantiate the class manually. After creating the NLP object, we can import the doc class from Spacey.tokens. Here we're creating a doc from 3 words. The spaces are a list of Boolean values, indicating whether the word is followed by a space. Every token includes that information, even the last one. The doc class takes 3 arguments, the shared vocab, the words, and the spaces. A span is a slice of a doc consisting of 1 or more tokens. The span takes at least 3 arguments, the doc it refers to, and the start and end index of the span. Remember that the end index is exclusive. To create a span manually, we can also import the class from Spacey.tokens. We can then instantiate it with a doc and the span's start and end index, and an optional label argument. The doc.ends are writable, so we can add entities manually by overwriting it with a list of spans. A few tips and tricks before we get started. The doc and span are very powerful and optimized for performance. They give you access to all references and relationships of the words and sentences. If your application needs to output strings, make sure to convert the doc as late as possible. If you do it too early, you'll lose all relationships between the tokens. To keep things consistent, try to use built-in token attributes wherever possible. For example, token.I for the token index. Also, don't forget to always pass in the shared vocab. Now let's try this out and create some docs and spans from...
Alright, so
now that you know all about the vocabulary and string store, we can take a look at the most important data structure, the doc and its views, token, and span. The doc is one of the central data structures in Spacey. It's created automatically when you process a text with the NLP.
Okay. So a doc is created as soon as you instantiate a word or a whatever this is called, sentence, phrase, whatever. Then also, so down here. Hold on, let me read.
But you can also instantiate the class manually. After creating the NLP object, we can import the doc class from Spacey.tokens. Views, token, and span. The doc is one of the central data structures in Spacey. It's created automatically when you process a text with the NLP object, but you can also instantiate the class manually. After creating the NLP object, we can import the doc class from Spacey.tokens. Here we're creating a doc from 3 words. The spaces are a list of Boolean values, indicating whether the word...
Okay, so basically they're just showing you how to manually create a doc here. Okay, makes sense. NLP.vocab. We're passing in utterance. Yes. NLP vocab. Words assign words, so here. And then spaces assign spaces, so here. Okay, makes sense.
Word is followed by a space. Every token includes that information, even the last one. The doc class takes 3 arguments, the shared vocab, the words, and the spaces. A span is a slice of a doc consisting of 1 or more tokens. The span takes at least 3 arguments, the doc it refers to, and the start and end index of the span. Remember that the end index is exclusive. To create a span manually, we can also import the class from Spacey.refers and the start.
Okay, so for those of you who weren't here, Spacey, yesterday when we found this out, or haven't watched the previous live stream, Spacey, you have to go 1 after the end. So this is space 0, but not space 0, I'm sorry. Position 0. Position 0, 1, 2, 3. You have to go to 4 instead because it's not inclusive. It's not like you can say, you got to go up to the position that you don't want, if that makes sense. Because the span, it's non-inclusive of the ending token. So that's what this is describing here, and that's what she's trying to say.
End index of the span. Remember that the end index is exclusive. To create a span manually, we can also import the class from Spacey.tokens. We can then instantiate it with a doc and the span's start and end index, and an optional label argument.
Okay, so you can also create a span manually.
The doc.ends are writable, so we can add entities manually by overwriting it with a list of spans. A few tips and tricks before we get started. The doc and span are very powerful and optimized for performance. They give you access to all references and relationships of the words and sentences. If your application needs to output strings, make sure to convert the doc as late as possible. If you do it too early, you'll lose all relationships between the tokens.
Okay, so you have to make sure if you got to convert the doc to a string, you want to do that as late as possible. I guess I don't understand why that is, but okay. It's because they lose the, relationship between all the words, I guess. I guess it strips everything.
To keep things consistent, try to use built-in token attributes wherever possible. For example, token.I for the token index. Also, don't forget to always pass in the shared vocab. Now let's try this out and create some docs and spans from...
Okay. Let's see if we understood that for the most part. So we're going to import doc from Spacey.tokens. doc. We're going to create a doc from our words and our spaces here. Here, I'm going to move my mic a little forward so it doesn't sound like I'm yelling in it. And then you import vocab here, I believe, is what they're trying to get at. Okay. Let's see. Is it lowercase d? I don't think it is, but maybe it is. No, it's not. Okay. So, I messed up already. Let's go back. Let's take a look. NLP.vocab. So it's going to be capital D. And then NLP.vocab. Perfect. Let's run the code. Spacey is cool. Cool. Submit that. So we're going to import the doc class, which I already have copied. Spaces. So we want it to look like this here. So the first utterance of this, or did I use that right, Sardine? I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. So the first one is true. The next one is going to be, opposite. First one's false. Do I have to capitalize it? I don't think I do. Everything's capitalized over there, so I will. False. Then the next is true. Then the next is true as well. And then the next is going to be, I think, true. And then the last is going to be false. Let's see. False, false. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So there's no space after started, so it's false as well. Got it. So we're going to create a doc from words and spaces. So we're going to say capital doc. And I don't like this right here. So yeah, we're just going to type it out by ourselves. NLP.vocab, comma, words, assign words, comma, spaces, assign spaces, and parentheses, word spaces. Okay, they're both. I was just checking to see if they were plural up there as well. So let's run our code. Cool. Submit that. So again, we're going to import the doc class. Damn it. Okay. So we're going to say from Spacey dot tokens import, if I can spell import, doc. So desired text is O, really? Question mark. So we're going to say O. That's going to be 1. The next one is going to be a comma. The next one is really. The next, let me close that quote. This one's going to be the question mark. And then this one's going to be the exclamation mark. Cool. So now let's take a look at spaces. So the O is going to be false. Alright, I'm getting tired of deleting those things, so we're just going to delete them all together. The next one is going to be true. The next one is false. 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 Bada bing, bada boom. And we're good to go there. So let's delete all of this because it's getting on my nerves that I keep having to go back and type everything and all that good crap. So NLP dot vocab. That's what it's called. Vocab. Words assign. Words. Was anybody else like always traumatized when your teacher said you had a spelling test? Because I was, and I hated spelling test. Oh. That should be fine. I hated spelling test. I hated English, period. I don't know why. I loved to write, and I loved to read. But I just hated English all throughout my, like, elementary school career, I guess. Elementary school career, wow, Kiska. But anyways, you know what I mean. So I I hated spelling with a passion. I don't know, it just always spelling tests gave me anxiety, and I just don't like it. I've never liked it. And then also, my mom was well aware of this, but when I was younger, I used to write how to spell things on my hands because, like, I'm still crap at spelling, and yeah, I'm just always will be. Reading on comprehension. I never had a problem with reading and comprehension. Like, I loved to read. I just hate people telling me what to read. That being said, when I got into high school, I never read. So if any of my English teachers are watching this, I'm sorry. Not really, but kind of. I never read any of the books assigned to us besides, oh crap, what's the one with Lenny? That's gonna bother me. Lenny book. Because my mom used to tell me of Mice and Men. I loved that one. Absolutely loved Of Mice and Men. My mom said that was her favorite book, and that's the only reason I read it. Because I wanted to know why it was her favorite book. So, it's literally the only reason I read it. Okay, so we're creating a span here. I haven't created one of these before. So, label is person. But yeah, I loved reading, and I love writing. It's just, I don't know. I just couldn't do it in school. I hated spelling. Sorry, not sorry. It's probably why, like, if you guys ever hear me say a random word while I'm on my phone, it's because I don't know how to spell it. And yeah, so I know what I'm trying to say.
About vocabulary and string store, we can take a look at the most important to get started.
Or spell it.
The doc and span are very powerful and optimized for performance. Manually, we can also import.
Alright, so doc, and then, okay, the indexes or indexes. Indices? Is that how you say it? Ah, crap. I deleted everything. Whatever. It's fine. Spacey.tokens. Not takens. Tokens. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Dot, comma, span. Ay. NLP.vocab, comma, words, assign words, comma, spaces, assign spaces. That's because English is not a phonetic language. That means, yeah, exactly. And I absolutely hate it with a passion. Passion. Like, I absolutely hate it. Spanish was always easier for me to spell in, even though, like, 0, 1, 2, so it's gonna go to 2, 3, 4. It was always easier for me to understand and actually spell because, yeah, it was phonetic. Raid! Okay. So add the span to the docs entities. So we're going to do doc.ents. Hey y'all, how are you? What's up? We're learning natural language processing. I'm messing around with a list of one entity, the David Bowie span. So we're going to pass in span. We're learning natural language processing. This is Spacey. This is a very cool library for Python to learn NLP. Yeah, it's friggin' dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dang, thanks for rating me. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Puedo comprender más que hablar español porque I don't know. I can understand more than I speak. Really, that's the basis of that. I'm just not confident with my Spanish. Oh shoot. Yeah, NLP. Like I said, this is here. I'll drop the link again in the chat. There you go. So this, if y'all want to follow along, this is what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing is so this is 100 days of coding. So let me kind of take a break here for a second and I'll explain what's going on here. So y'all, basically what's going on here is I've been wanting to get into streaming. I've been wanting to get into YouTube, and I've been wanting that for a while, but I just never really went for it. So COVID, all that good crap, here I am. I'm doing a lot right now. I'm also in a course learning JavaScript. And in that JavaScript course, I've met more than 4 people. Okay. Let me throw that out there first of all. I've met some really cool people, and a couple of these people, we came together and we decided to create a Twitter translator. So basically what it is it takes a user input and it's going to translate it into another Twitter user's voice, if that makes sense. Their actual like rhetoric, their speech, the way of talking, their speech pattern. So we're kind of using that to do that, if that makes sense. So we're doing we just wanted to work with AI, and because why not? And yeah, so that's basically what we're doing here. I also wanted to participate in 100 Days of Code, which 100 Days of Code is a challenge in a community, which if y'all want the Slack, I can find my phone's over there. I didn't throw it today. But 100 Days of Code. So basically you code every single day for 100 days for at least an hour. So I'm not very good at consistency all the time. I do prefer consistency, but I'm not always good with consistency. So I decided, why not stream my journey so I have everything kind of documenting it. And then not only that, I'm like, it helps me hold me accountable because of positive peer pressure. So positive peer pressure, here I am. It was hard for me to get on yesterday, but yeah. So I actually don't know if there's a roadmap. There's a GitHub repo on it. And I was trying to find like a calendar or something. And I think it's just really up to you on what you want to do and what you want to focus on and what you want to accomplish in those 100 days. So for me, that was getting this project done with my team. I'm working with Logan, which if you guys don't know him, you should go check him out. I'll link him below. Hold on. I'll figure out Twitch in a second. But his username is Pennyboy, PINNYBOY. Logan, I think he's live right now. He's doing some JavaScript. He's learning React and all that. But I'm working with him, David, and Amanath from the course that I'm in, which, by the way, there's a link down below for the course if you want to sign up. It's a great course, an amazing community, and we have a whole bunch of freaking epic people in that course. We have a whole bunch of live calls. It is so great. But responding back to Sordine, because I saw your message come up, Sordine. I promise I wasn't ignoring it. I just was kind of in a tangent that, yeah, shiny. Um, didn't want to be like, oh, object over here, which is something I do. So don't hate it, accept it. It's the way to go if you want to improve my languages. So English is quite hard. I can't realize language, and I have to accept. I dare you. London Metro station names. Oh God, I know. Don't. Pronunciation and spelling is not my strong suit, like at all. Yeah, I simply failed to find. Yeah, I just. English is not my, like, phonetics and the way to pronounce things, the way to spell things. It's not my strong suit at all. I know what my strong suit is. I like, it's math and science. I would much rather have a whiteboard right behind me and be doing integrals and explaining what things are all day long. But math and English are just not my thing. Or math and English. Phonetics in English is just not my thing. Hello. Oh, hey, how are you? Thanks. Thank you for coming back. Great to see you again. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing great as well. Today I'm a little, I just had a monster, so the energy is slowly starting to kick in if you can't tell. But yeah, I'm pretty good. London Metro, aka the Tube. Yeah, exactly. Dynamic and by creating website template. Oh, that's awesome. That's dope. Are you, what are you using? Are you using, Bootstrap, or what kind of template are you doing? I'm better at talking than writing. Same. I definitely am. I can talk all day long if you let me, like, honestly. But yeah. So, all right, let's get back into Spacey. So, let's see. Data structures, best practices. Ooh, that's a good one. The code in this example is trying to analyze text and collect all proper nouns that are followed by a verb. Oh, Alex Becker channel is live. Cool. With PHP. Oh, okay, nice. I have a little bit of experience with PHP, not too much, honestly. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, okay, so real quick, while I have a couple of people here, what would you guys rather see on YouTube? So I'm going to do my first video today. I'm going to do it today. I've been putting it off, but I'm going to do it today after I hop off the live stream. But I'm also going to be doing the presentation for my second video in the live stream today. Maybe not all of it. Maybe I'll work on half. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But what would you guys rather see? Would you rather see a video on HTML and CSS? Or would you rather see a video on, like, data structures, loops, and what else? Conditionals? Or which one? You know, I'm kind of in between the two, so I kind of need a little bit of help deciding. All right. Yeah, for sure. It's me, Ollie. Oh, funny story. My dog's name is Olive, and I call her Ollie. But I will see you later. Have a good night's rest, and don't forget to subscribe. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. But anyways, but yeah, let me know which one y'all would rather see. HTML, a little bit on HTML and, like, the tags and attributes for those tags, or the, like, conditional loops and data structures. Yeah, data types aren't that important, but I still want to do a video on them. Like, for JavaScript, they're not as important, but I still want to do a data type on them, because sometimes you have random errors that, you have random parts of code that don't work, and you don't understand why it doesn't work, but it's just because you don't have a solid understanding of the data types. So that being said, I don't want to, I kind of want to minimize that error for people. Because if you know what a data type is, what it can do, what it holds, and how it's processed, I feel as though when you code, like, if a random error comes up, you might know easier and better and faster what it is, and you won't have to spend hours debugging. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely not. It's definitely not as important. Difference between array and array-like object. Ooh, that would be a good one. Let me write that down. I definitely agree with you, Leaf. That'll be a later video, but I'm trying to focus on, like, really beginner stuff first. Just for the heck of it, because I want to start somewhere. And I feel like the beginning is the best way to start, if that makes sense. Ray, like, objects. And a lot of what I'm going to do in the beginning is not going to be language specific. So a lot of what I do in the very beginning, it's not going to be language specific. And the only reason for that is I don't want to isolate anybody from being able to have the information, because I've programmed in Java, C++, and assembly language, and having a solid understanding of just the basics from my teacher in high school, I've been able to program in so many languages. So I feel as though if I do something a little bit language specific, it's going to start to get to the point where it just isolates. All the concepts start isolating to one language, and I really want to do the basic understanding and having a solid foundation of that. So if somebody wants to move from JavaScript to Python, they can do that. If they want to move from Java to JavaScript, they can do that. So right now, I want to start more so from an educational standpoint. I don't really want to do web development standpoint, software standpoint. I just want to do from a very basic understanding educational wise. And then getting into it, I'm probably going to lean more towards web development, just because that's what I'm more comfortable with. But maybe I'll have 2 playlists where I do web development and software. Because I do like software. I've been wanting to get into software. But yeah. Nice. Hello world. Here we come, right? Yeah, no. We'll write a hello world, but yeah, it's not. Hello world doesn't really do much when you're first learning. It's cool to see, oh, cool, I brought something up on the laptop. That's cool, but why did it happen? How did it happen? What is hello world? How is hello world being displayed? But all of that good stuff. Actually, do y'all know why your first program is hello world? Let me know if you do. If you do, I'll love you forever, basically. So order of operations, control structures, something like that, Leaf. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, if you know why we use hello world in programming, let's start with HTML and CSS. Okay. Yeah, I agree. HTML and CSS. So we got one for HTML and CSS, y'all. So, not quite. It's actually a little bit historical. It's something that I learned in high school, and I don't know, it just kind of stuck with me. Yeah. So, basically, why most people do hello world as a very first line of code is because the very first person who wrote code and to create a computer, it was done on vacuum tubes. Those vacuum tubes couldn't handle very complex processes, which, yes, kind of, I don't want to say no, Leaf, because you're kind of right. But her first line of code, which, by the way, it was a girl, I can't remember her name, I don't remember all the exact details, but the first line of code that came out of that computer, the very first computer, was hello world. So now it's kind of been an unsaid precedence set by her, that almost everybody's first line of code is hello world, because the first line, Ada Lovelace, I think it was Ada Lovelace, I think. That sounds very familiar. I think it was. I'm not 100% sure. But it sounds very, very familiar. But yeah. Most C-based function languages have variables, conditional loops. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Also, if y'all have ever, so that's kind of what I was thinking of doing a video on, was variables, conditional loops, arrays, function, and bools, and bool operators. So that's kind of like what I was thinking of having the other video on. So doing both. I'm definitely going to do both videos. I just don't know if I want to start with HTML and CSS or the very basics like variables and conditionals and loops and arrays and everything you listed. But I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah. We'll see. Okay. Cool. We're still live. Thanks everybody for following me. I appreciate it. I do. I'm just starting off, so I appreciate everything I can get. C-like languages are maybe a bit easier for most people as opposed to, yeah. Agreed. Anyways, let's go in and take a dive back into Spacey. So import Spacey, NLP is okay. Let's see. Get all tokens as part of speech tags. Okay. Okay, so got it. For index, POS, enumerate. In enumerate. What is that? For in enumerate. Python. Let's take a look. Yeah, I agree as well. I'm doing it more so though for just the knowledge behind it, because as long as you have the knowledge, it's, you know, pretty easy. It's pretty easy to apply everywhere. Sorry. Responding to a DM that I just got. I don't know. Let's see. Enumerate is a built-in function of Python. Its usefulness, oh. Apple, banana, grapes, pear. Okay, so basically it's the same thing as saying, like, where can I type this? Something like the for loop, like this. Like, all that good stuff. So it's basically saying whatever, something like that. But it's simpler. Cool. Okay. So it just divides everything up into its own array, almost, it seems like. It can do that, like here. Interesting. It's pretty cool. Pretty powerful. Okay. Check if the current token is a proper pronoun. Okay. Check if the next index is a verb. Exists. Print. Okay. Okay. So we want to understand why this is bad. Token text. Result, assign that. Print result. Okay. Uses a list of strings instead of naked. Exacting proper pronouns, you use tag. The result token should be converted to a token object. I think it might be this one here, because it's not reusable right now. Nope. So then I feel like it's B, because it only uses a list of strings instead of native token attributes. This is often less efficient and can't express complex relationships. Yeah, okay, cool. So basically, uses a list of strings instead of native token attributes. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. Let's see. Rewrite the code to use the native token attributes. Okay. Loop over each token in the doc. Add token.pos attribute. Use that to check for the next token. If proper known. Okay. Set of token underscore text and POS tags. So rewrite the code to use native token attributes. Okay, so let's take a look into native token attributes. I said it made sense, but it kind of doesn't. Token? Let's see. Native token Spacey, because why not? Oh, so that's what we're doing now, the Spacey.token. Right? Token.text, token.lemma, token.pos. Isn't that what they already have, though, in here? Doc and check the token.pos attribute. Alright. So, rewrite the code to use the native token attributes instead of that and that. I just don't understand native tokens, I guess, is what's going on here. I don't want to confuse myself, so I'm going to get off that page because I just saw Cthon and I was like, no. Okay. I'm missing something. Let's show some hints. We don't need to compile list of strings up front. Instead of iterating over the POS tags, loop over each token in the doc and check the... Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. So let's comment this out, which I don't think... Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. So let's just use hashes. Or hashtags or pound signs or whatever you want to call these. Depends on what generation you're from. Depends on what you're going to use. Okay. So then we're going to loop over for index, comma, token in doc. So we're going to say for token. This is going to be dot token, I think. Check the token.pos attribute. Let's see, that might give us an error. Okay. Let's see. Spacey.tokens.doc has no attribute token. Okay. So, Spacey.tokens.doc. So you want POS then. Let's see. Let's run code. Oh. Got it. Okay. Underscore. I forgot the underscore. I didn't want to submit. Let's run the code. It should. Because it does here. I do have a Twitter. It's Kiska Sanchez, I believe. Actually, I don't really use it typically all that much. Let's see. The tweeter. Let's see. I'm gonna actually go on my phone to check. Because I think I have Twitter downloaded. Do I? Twitter? I do not have it downloaded. Yeah. I don't have Twitter downloaded. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's find my tweeter. Because, yeah, I try not to do too much on social. Sign in. See? There we go. Yeah. Sanchez Kiska. I'm probably going to change that to The Life of Kiska, but yeah, I do. So I'll put it in the chat at Sanchez Kiska. I might change it to The Life of Kiska just so everything's the same, but I'll find out. Int object has no attribute. POS. Doc. See? Oh no, you're good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you asking because it helped me find my info. Got it. What's this here? This is the syntax. I know what I need to do. It's just the fact I don't know the syntax. Like, that's literally the story of my life. Like, I know what I need to do. It's just syntax. So we're just going to say token at position I. So now let's see. Yeah, for sure. See films. Okay, I'll try to follow you later. Or in a second. Results, token, assign token underscore text at index. Submit. Let's see. This is going to break my code, huh? Yep. I don't want to show the solution quite yet. What if I do this? Okay, I gotta see the solution because I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I see. It's just... Oh, we didn't need to use enumerate. Got it. I was making this so much harder than what it actually was, so let's actually do it. Average per year. Well, that... You must not tweet a lot then, because I definitely don't tweet that much. Okay, so let's take this out. So let's go on and index for token in doc if token dot pos underscore is that, and if token doc at index token dot I plus 1 equals verb. Do this. Or results assign doc at index. POS. Oh my god, Kiska. It's always the stupid little mistakes. Always stupid little mistakes. I do 19.5 tweets per year. I do. Oh. Huh. I haven't even looked at the stats, to be honest with you. I didn't even know I had 20 tweets. That's news to me, honestly. We're just waiting for this to load. Alrighty. Let's see. It is still loading. What the heck? But I think this is what they had. I don't know if the results is correct. Let's see. Token.text. Got it. Okay. So I'm just going to paste what I had here. Token.text. Length. So we're going to check to make sure. How do you rate 78 tweets in 4 years? Oh my gosh, I gotta go through and delete those because I am not sure what I tweeted back then, because that was a different time. That was a different Kiska, and yeah, she don't need to come out. Oh. So that's just a compound if statement there. Let's see. The if statement. I just want to see something like that explains it, honestly, because I just don't understand it looking at it like that right now. Python. Oh, so I'm not, so that actually it gets taken care of in the for loop here. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to understand compound if statements in Python. Because, you know, like in JavaScript, you can do something to the extent of if x is 2 and y, oh wait, might help if I use the right operator, and y is 3. Like, you can do that. I'm trying to see if you can do something similar in Python. I'm sure you can, I just have to find the syntax for it, which, syntax. It is the bane of my existence. Greater than 20, so that is no. Print. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm going to submit it. I'm going to call it good for now. Line 28? The heck? Y'all seeing this? I don't know what this is. I'm more than sure this is something on the Docker side. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright. Can't... Why is it plus... That is why +1 is used. Okay. Send to an immutable. That makes sense.
In this lesson, you'll learn how to use Spacey to predict how similar documents, spans, and tokens are to each other. You'll also learn how to use word vectors and how to take advantage of them in your NLP application. Spacey can compare two objects and predict how similar they are. For example, documents, spans, or single tokens. The doc, token, and span objects have a dot similarity method that takes another object and returns a floating point number between 0 and 1, indicating how similar they are. One thing that's very important, in order to use similarity, you need a larger Spacey model that has word vectors included. For example, the medium or large English model, but not the...
Okay, so in the video that I was looking at, this here was explained really well in that YouTube video. I'm going to start this over though and do it on 1.5 because, yeah.
Spans and tokens are to each other. You'll also learn how to use word vectors and how to take advantage of them in your NLP application. Spacey can compare two objects and predict how similar they are. For example, documents, spans, or single tokens. The doc, token, and span objects have a dot similarity method that takes another object and returns a floating point number between 0 and 1, indicating how similar they are.
Okay.
One thing that's very important, in order to use similarity, you need a larger Spacey model that has word vectors included. For example, the medium or large English model, but not the small one.
Cool.
So if you want to use vectors, always go with a model that ends in MD or LG. You can find more details on this in the models documentation. Here's an example. Let's say we want to find out whether two documents are similar. First, we load the medium English model, EN Core Web MD. We can then create two doc objects and use the first doc similarity method to compare it to the second. Here, a fairly high similarity score of 0.86 is predicted for I like fast food and I like pizza. The same works for tokens. According to the word vectors, the tokens pizza and pasta are kind of similar and receive a score of 0.7. You can also use the similarity methods to compare different types of objects. For example, a document and a token. Here, the similarity score is pretty low and the two objects are considered fairly dissimilar. Here's another example comparing a span, pizza and pasta, to a document about McDonald's. The score returned here is 0.61, so it's determined to be kind of similar. But how does Spacey do this under the hood? Okay. Similarity is determined using word vectors, multi-dimensional representations of meanings of words. You might have heard of word2vec, which is an algorithm that's often used to train word vectors from raw...
Let's take a look at that. Okay, let's take a look at this. Word2Vect is a two-layer neural net that processes by vectorizing words. Its input is a text corpus, and its output is a set of vectors, feature vectors that represent words in that corpus. While Word2Vect is not a deep neural network, it turns text into numerical form that deep neural networks can understand. Okay. Word2Vec applications extend beyond parsing sentences. In the wild, it can be applied just as well to genes, codes, likes, playlists, social media, graphs, and other verbal symbolic series in which patterns may be disconcern. Why? Because words are simply discrete states like other data mentioned above. And we are simply looking at the transitional probabilities between those states, the likelihood that they will co-occur. So gene to vect, like to vect, and follow to vect are all possible. With that in mind, the tutorial below will help you understand how to create neural embeddings for any group of discrete and co-occurring states. Yes, I found it and went down a rabbit hole trying to put it back in. Yeah, that happens. The purpose and usefulness of Word2Vect is to group the vectors of similar words together in vector space. That is, it detects similarities mathematically. Word2Vect creates vectors that are distributed numerical representation of word features such as the cosine distance. I want a graphic representation of how they do this. I want the cosine similarity. Ooh. I saw cosine, I got excited. Yay. I'm sorry. I'm nerding out over math because I love math. Anytime. Programming and math are by far some of my favorite things in this world. So as soon as I find the two intermeshing with each other, you guys don't understand how happy that makes me. And it gives me a math and like programming hard on. And I apologize if that's a little bit graphic there for anybody tuning in, but like that's exactly what it does. Analogies with vocabulary. Momentum, impulse. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Leaf. So cosine similarity, it turns out two vectors are just 66% of a triangle, so let's... Oh, okay, I got it. That makes sense. Trigonometric functions like sine, cosine, and tangent are ratios that use the lengths of a side of a rectangle, opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse to combine shapes, angles, by feeding sides into ratios like these. Yeah. Okay. We know. So, cosine is same, sine is opposite, tangent is adjacent, I believe. Right? Or sine is opposite, cosine adjacent, tangent hypotenuse. Got it. It's been a minute since I've done this. Hold on. Sine is UV over UT. Yeah. And then it should be TU. Did you look at RS Studio? I didn't look into RS Studio last night. God dang it. I forgot. I'm sorry. I was really tired by the end of the stream yesterday, so I sat down and I was going to do my presentation, and then I decided not to because I got really tired. I just was drained yesterday. I don't know. It was a rough day for me, like I said yesterday. I don't know what it was, but whatever. Yeah, tangent is sine over cosine. TVTU. Yeah, so it's this one over hypotenuse. Sine is this one over hypotenuse. Got it. It takes me a second. Never mind. I'm just having an idea moment. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I love idea moments. They always trigger something in you, right? But yeah. Yeah, I get very drained of energy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty empathic. I'm pretty empathetic. So it's kind of easy for me to get drained of energy. So, you know. Okay. We can... Yeah, Sokatawa. Yeah, I remember that. My teacher never taught it like that. I always thought that was stupid. clock. The similarity, ancient, gauging the stars by a sextant. We will measure the angular distance between words using something called cosine similarity. You can think of words as points of a light and dark canopy clustered together in constellations of meanings. That is so poetic right here. I love this. You can think of words as points of light in a dark canopy, clustered together in constellations of meanings. That is so poetic, guys. Like, you know what I mean? I was thinking what if we map lingual meanings into multidimensional spaces, then we have probability, clouds, angles, and momentum. Leaf, you are describing deep learning right now. So a major... Let me see if I can pull it up, or I'm not going to pull it up on YouTube, but if you reference the YouTube video I posted in Slack, and you go back to that playlist, deep learning is basically that. So probability, clouds, angles, and momentum. So momentum, it's been a minute since I've actually done some calculus. I got to go grab my book from my parents' house soon. I just don't know when I'm going to go do that. So this will change. My setup will change, and my mic quality might be a little crappier. I'll bring my web camera because that'll be easy to transport, but my mic, not so much. Anyways, besides the point. Basically, there's... the neural network system, they map it out. I think it's being mapped out by this cosine similarity, or it's just mapped out on a 3D field. Category theory and DL, yeah. Then the way, hold on, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was saying. So it searches, hold on. Let me just find the playlist real quick, because it's been a minute and I can't quite remember exactly how it goes. I was like, I understood it when I watched it, but it's been a minute and I've been doing a lot of other things. So let me see if I can find it. It should be in my history somewhere, hopefully. I've been watching too much YouTube recently. Let's see. Neural network tutorial is what I think I searched. Yes, it's by this guy here. Here's the playlist. There it is. I found it. So in this playlist, there's a fourth video called Deep Learning, and it goes into extreme detail about the calculus behind it. And if I remember correctly, when you're in calculus, there's also physics applications for it, because there's the rate of change. So take a look into that. There's some way in physics when you take the derivative of something. Is it the derivative or integral? Derivative. It's derivative. When you take the derivative of something, it gives you a rate of change of the function. Or it gives you a function of the rate of change, if that makes sense. So take a look into it. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. Go take a look at the fourth video, because the fourth video goes into the angles and the momentum and the calculus. It's just going to be the calculus of deep learning. Very interesting, very good read, or very good watch. Like I said, I'm going to go back to my parents' house and pick up my calculus textbook, so I will be better able to understand what's actually going on. Yeah, okay, so Leaf, I love that because that's what I used to do a lot, and I still do it. I come up and theorize these specific things, and then I go back and I search, and I find out it's an actual thing. It's so satisfying, and it makes you feel so smart. So I definitely understand where you're going. Oh, shoot. But yeah, yep. If y'all are interested in me doing a live stream on calculus and maybe figuring out, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that'll be when I pick up my calculus textbook, is understanding what's going on behind the scenes. Let me know if y'all would be interested in that. I don't know. Maybe when I go home, I'll pick up my calculus textbook, and I have a little tablet thing that I can find like a whiteboard for online. And maybe we can go over and explain the calculus behind deep learning and natural language processing. That would be cool. Aw, Joey, I love you too. Like, boo, I miss you. I miss you so much. So, I'm talking to Joey, I'm sorry, y'all. I used to work with Joey at Buca de Beppo, and he is the love of my life. Not really, but yes, kind of really. Because I miss you. I miss you so much, boo. I miss everybody over there. But yeah, I needed to move from the Houston area. Anyways. But Joey, we're talking about calculus, so you're gonna get pretty brain messed up. I can't say the actual word I want to say, but I'm pretty sure you get what I'm putting down. Anyways, let's take a look at some cosine, cosine similarities here. I love this. I'm gonna copy this and just put it in a note, because I don't know, it speaks to me. I don't know why, but like, that speaks to me. Hashtag too deep for you. I'm just going to nickname it quote. Why not? Okay. Oh, give me a second. Let me change out the battery in my camera. Dang, I got 1 hour and 37 minutes of video time on that battery. That's pretty good. I had been waiting for it to go out, honestly. More eloquent, but very similar to what I had thought. Yeah. Yeah. I figured you would, find it like that. I figured you'd find it enjoyable, Leaf. But yeah, I think one of my streams is going to be figuring out the calculus of deep learning and neural networks and deep learning, just because I do really love the concept of it. And then maybe I'll figure out RS Studio later, and maybe we can make something cool in RS Studio with some math. That would be freaking dope. Maybe we can model. We can model the actual data I'm pulling from Twitter through RS Studio and make our own data visualization. That would be dope. That would be dope. Because I looked into it just a little bit, just face value. But RS Studio model data pulled from Twitter. That would be really cool. So if I can figure out this cosine thing, the cosine similarities, that would be cool. Cosine similarities. Guys, yeah. Calculus I understood, but it's been 25 years. Non-standard differential equations or whatever wasn't ODE. I struggle with. Oh, I got you. I got you, Leaf. I'll help. Oh, what happened? Why is my camera not working? I got you, Leaf. I love PDEs. Maybe this battery is dead. Yeah, I think this one's dead. Wow. I had that one on the charger, though. No. Oh. Okay, it's on. But yeah, no, Leaf, I got you. I can maybe go into a little bit of PDEs. Perfect. There we go. Because I just love calculus. I do. A lot. I love calculus. I love linear algebra. I love differential equations. Like, I don't know. Call me a nerd. I'm okay with it, but I love it. I just geek out over it, especially like finding out that there's actual applications for these things. Like, I think doing that and finding real world applications for the, you know, PDEs and all of that, I think that's what excites me more, because now there's an application, you know? Graph theory. I don't quite know what graph theory is, to be honest with you, Leaf. I don't want to front like I know what it is. But yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's get back to cosine similarities. If all math was taught as a real-world application, more people would be interested. Agreed. Would you guys be interested in me doing like math stream and like real-world math applications? Because I'm definitely love math. Like, that is one of my things. My sister, ironically, is becoming a math teacher. Maybe I can be a math teacher on Twitter, and then there's 2 math teachers in the family, even though, like, Antoinette, I love you, but, like, I was your math tutor for a long time, and now you're trying to teach kids. I love you, but I'm not going to trust you with my kids. Love you, though, sis. Love you. But, Markov chain. I have not heard about it. And Winder. No, I have not heard of that. I'm going to write that down so I can look into it. If anybody knows anything, maybe I'll look it up here in a second. I gotta finish Spacey, here, and then maybe we'll take a look into Markov chain and Winder and all of that. Check out the streamer, Professor Pete. Okay, I'll check him out. If I can spell Professor Pete. Yeah, for sure, anytime. Is a math teacher who streams. Oh, dope. Yeah, that's right up my alley. Crap, I'm definitely gonna take a look into that. Yeah, and of course, anytime, James. Back in college, I asked a tenured math professor for one example where graph theory would be useful. He acted offended but was unable to give an example. Professor Pete mainly teaches calculus. Oh, yes. I'm having a nerdgasm over here, okay? Let's take a look into graph theory real quick. Apparently, there's graph theory in Python. Mathematics graph theory is the study of graphs, which are mathematical structures used to model pairwise relationships between. Yeah, so I guess, my delivery was sincere curiosity. I'm sure your delivery wasn't well received. Agreed. I really credit I'm actually coding in Python right now. We're learning neural networks, or neural networks and natural language processing, but we kind of went off on a tangent here because she mentioned word2vec, and I looked it up and saw cosine similarities, and now we're talking about math, and now I'm thinking of modeling data through RS Studio on live stream and showing the process of doing that, and data, like making my own data visualization kind of with it. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, right now we're coding in Python, but we're on a math tangent, which is not hard to get on for me. But yes, so taking a look at graph theory, Leaf, that's exactly what this would be. So graph theory, it seems like, is a theory of relations between like everything. Recursive tangent. I'm gonna have to take a look into that recursive tangent. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, I also know JavaScript, and I program in HTML and CSS, and JavaScript as well. Those, I'm actually in a course for HTML, or for JavaScript, not HTML and CSS and JavaScript. It's really primarily focused on JavaScript, but of course, with JavaScript comes HTML and CSS. If you're interested in learning JavaScript, there is a link in the description in, I believe, Facebook and YouTube. I don't know if it's in Twitch. I don't know. It should be in there somewhere. But let's see. Can I find it up here? So I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm doing a little bit of both Java, jQuery and vanilla. It's a combination. It's just to get done what I can get done. You can make a fair amount of money as a data scientist. Tableau is another. Tableau. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah. So here's the thing. Most of my education is not formal education, data scientist / data engineer, yeah. So most of my education is not formal education. It's mostly self-taught. My calculus and math is formal education from a community college, but I do not have a bachelor's degree. I don't have a degree at all. I don't even have, I have 2 associate's degrees, which is, one is computer science. I did my basics to get into biomedical engineering. Hated it, but I had a minor in math and comp sci, which both of those were 4.0s. And then my second associate's degree is in cosmetology. It's an applied science, degree. I'm a laid off. I'm a laid off furloughed hairstylist right now. But yeah, Isabella or somebody, exactly. That I've had some interviews where I'm just like, guys, I just need somebody to take a chance on me. I just need a company to believe in me and be able to see what I am capable of. And like, honestly, with me, my parents, one of the biggest things that we got in trouble for as a child is saying the word can't, telling them we can't do this. And yeah, I've always been the type of person, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. And it's not because I'm entitled, it's because I work for it. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I should use Python or Java for interviews. Mississippi dog, sorry. It depends. It really depends on what you're going for and what you think will get you further. So, many places do not. So, Leaf, I beg to differ, because a lot of the places I had an interview with a place that said that I got kicked out of the system because I didn't have a degree. So yeah, it just depends. Yeah. Anybody. Exactly. Resources are at our fingertips. Just got to look for it. Exactly. And I'm hoping that from the streaming, experience over education, exactly, because nobody wants somebody who has all these book smarts and no experience in industry. One thing I am hoping to gain out of this streaming, my YouTube and all of that, is at least a credible backing for a company to see me and be like, hey, okay, you know, she has this YouTube, she has Twitch, she has Facebook, she's streaming to all these services, and just kind of going through it, seeing what I'm doing, seeing the fact that I'm not scared to go into something completely blind, like not knowing what the hell I'm doing, and then learning and taking other people on the ride with me and teaching them as well, because I've always had a team mentality, so I love teaching other people while advancing myself. I'm a big fan of the whole work smarter, not harder. I think I've said it about 5 times already today. But I feel as though if I can teach myself at the same time I'm teaching others, like, why not? Make sure you get a Stack Overflow well written. Okay, that's a good idea. Let me write that down because I don't have a Stack Overflow right now. And it probably would be really good if I did. I have worked in aerospace and I currently work in road construction. Oh, okay, nice. That is a huge difference, but yeah, I get that. I currently work for a top DoD company as a software engineer too. Hell yeah, I would be interested in a DoD company. I actually had one of the companies I had an interview with, which was the one who kicks me out of the system because I didn't have a bachelor's degree, was a DoD company. It's called Spacey. I do have a GitHub, and I need to put more effort into my GitHub. Yeah, showcase them. Yeah, I definitely need to get more into GitHub and understand it a little bit more. I don't care for GitHub, I will be honest with you, but I get like it's a necessary evil and I do see the application for it. I'm just not in a position that like applying GitHub is sensible, and the reason like I'm in a couple of teams and I understand why it's sensible and why it works and why I should use it. It's just in a small team, I just don't even know. Needed for source control. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's one thing that I do agree. It's just, I don't know. I'm very stubborn sometimes, and when I'm not able to understand the value of something, it like I just don't use it. I've been trying to keep an open mind about it, but you know, not always the easiest thing to do. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But yeah. So, dot vectors. Sorry, I'm also trying to do this as well, but I appreciate like all the information. But yeah, for sure, I'm definitely interested in a DoD company, for sure. I'm not partial to relocating. Right now I'm in Texas, but yeah, not partial to relocating either. You'll understand the value when you make a change. Yep, uh-huh. Yep, I agree. That source control, I definitely see the value in. Like, I definitely get that. But did not get the job because I did not know renewable energy. Huh. Many hosting sites like yeah. So I definitely like Heroku. I've actually hosted her on Heroku before. If you look at my link tree that I've posted everywhere, like Slack, Facebook, and all of that, my actual, like, there's a chat room. There's a live chat room that works. I'm not using React or anything. It's, what is it? It was WebSockets that I used, WebSockets and Express, and it works. What was I gonna say? It works. It's hosted on Heroku. So I connected my repo to Heroku and I just pushed all my code there to update. But yeah. Anyways, okay. Vector dot multiplication. Yeah, scalar value. I haven't done that in some time. Picky about who they hire. Yeah, for sure. And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me too. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, it's hard for me to apply to jobs and get to the second round just because of my resume. I don't have a lot of work experience. I'm going to throw. Ooh. Make me some food. I'm hungry too. Can I come over? Can we have a cookout, please? I'm hungry too. That sounds good. Some food on the grill. I love barbecue, so hey. But have fun. Eat some for me. Apply at Lockheed Martin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience. The only experience I have is this, and then I'm a JavaScript success coach, and my like brief time at college. So that being said, I don't have a lot of actual experience. That's like the one that's downside to my resume, and that's why I know a lot of companies haven't contacted me back. It's just I need to find somebody who knows. I need to find somebody who knows somebody who can get me in. That doesn't have strict corporate policies about degrees and all of that. So vector multiplication, which can be written like this. Okay. Cosine is the angle attached to the origin, which makes it useful here. Okay, cool. I'm going to take a look more into this, cosine similarities, later. I think I'm going to take a look into that a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, and thank you, James. That was kind of the idea. I've always liked leadership roles. I've always liked leadership roles. I always like putting myself in leadership roles. I learn more when I'm leading. It's just kind of like it's a do or die, and I've noticed like I have to put myself in those do or die situations in order to progress myself as just learning, period. But yeah, I agree. I appreciate it. But yeah. My resume is all over the place. Yeah, same. I mean, I'm a freaking furloughed hairstylist. Like, on my resume, it still shows that I work at Ulta. Like, it's just crazy. Maybe I'd hire you if I had a business. Aw, you're so sweet, Leaf. I've been, like, low-key thinking of starting my own business. I just don't know what I would do for tech. But I'm gonna kind of go back to Spacey so we can get back to math, if that makes sense. I'm gonna finish this out, and then, yeah, if we want to start looking at some math, why not?
Text. Vectors can be added to Spacey statistical models. By default, the similarity returned by Spacey is the cosine similarity between two vectors, but this can be adjusted if necessary. Vectors for objects consisting of several tokens, like the dot and span, default to the average of their token vectors.
That means it graphs it.
That's also why you usually get more value out of shorter phrases with fewer irrelevant words. To give you an idea of what those vectors look like, here's an example. First, we load the medium model again, which ships with word vectors. Next, we can process a text and look up a tokens vector using the dot vector attribute. The result is a 300-dimensional vector of the word banana. Predicting similarity can be useful for many types of applications. For example, to
That is dope.
We can process a text and look up a tokens vector using the dot vector attribute. The result is a 300-dimensional vector of the word banana. Predicting similarity can be useful for many types of applications. For example, to recommend a user similar texts based on the ones they have read. It can also be helpful to flag duplicate content, like posts on an online platform. However, it's important to keep in mind that there's no objective definition of what's similar and what isn't. It always depends on the context and what your application needs to do. Here's an example. Spacey's default word vectors assign a very high similarity score to I like cats and I hate cats. This makes sense because both texts express sentiment about cats. But in a different application context, you might want to consider these phrases as very dissimilar because they talk about opposite sentiments. Now it's your turn. Let's try out some of Spacey's word vector statistical models.
Okay.
By this, the tokens pizza indicating how similar
So
they
I think just looking at the cosine similarity, I understand that pretty well, and I think that was pretty well explained with looking at everything. Basically, it's just it's a vector function that we're taking, multiplying two vectors together and seeing the outcome and how close they actually are related on a graph in like a three-dimensional field. Give me 1 second. I am going to take a pee break, bathroom break, whatever you want to call it, because I gotta go to the bathroom. So give me a moment and I will be back, y'all. Peace. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let me put my camera back on. There we go. Yeah, it's the caffeine. Definitely the caffeine. Math interest can play off if you like calculus and I like, but we both. Yeah, I agree. I think there's different motivations for different things, and hold on, I'm gonna fix my little thing here. There we go. I think I've always noticed with math, everything plays off of each other. You can't have like stats without, or you can't have calculus without algebra. You can't have geometry without algebra. You can't have calculus without geometry. So everything's kind of intertwined when it comes to math. So I think it all plays off of each other, and eventually there's going to be people that love, like me and you. I love calculus, you like stats, or you love stats, and we both like data visualization because it incorporates both calculus and programming. For you, it's stats and programming. So I think it's kind of the same thing. Like, it all plays off of each other, but eventually we're all kind of ending up in the same area. If that makes sense. But anyways, so let's get this all settled. NLP, oh crap. I didn't realize that they had slides. Spacey.load. I always forget this command here. I just forget commands. I forget the syntax of things very easily. Get the vector for the token bananas. So token.vector. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Sorry. I really hate how slow Docker is when it's embedded. How's the name? How? Is that right? I'm not sure what it's doing right now. Gwen Stefani. Yep. Holla back, girl. Yep. That's exactly what I was singing. Remember when that song came out? Okay. Print the vector for bananas using... Let's go back and check out what we're getting wrong, because there's something that I'm missing here. Oh, okay. I see what it's saying. Vector is not a function, Kiska. Wow. Okay. So, bananas is at position 2. So it's going to be doc at position 2 dot vector. Or 2, 1. Wow. Doc at position 1 dot vector. Let's see. Oh, it's so beautiful. Gorgeous, my darling, gorgeous. Oh, let me go back and mark that as complete, because that is complete. Alright. In this exercise, you'll be using Spacey similarity methods to compare doc, token, span objects and get similarity scores. Ooh, okay. Doc.similarity method to compare doc 1 and doc 2 and print the results. Okay. Let's go check the syntax on this because I am literal crap at remembering syntax. Because yeah. So token 1, we want to compare. Okay, so it's whatever you want to compare similarity to the comparative. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. So compare doc 1 to doc 2. So it's going to be doc 1. Similarity, if I can spell, to doc 2. I wonder if it's different if you do it the opposite way around. I would assume not because it's, I mean, the math would still be the same, if that makes sense. But no, you would have to multiply vectors together. And that's linear algebra. Wouldn't it be, I think it would be different. Let's try it. Let's try it here. So 0.87. So let's do doc 2 to doc 1. Just to see. I think it would be the same, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Because yeah, it's the same. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, this linear algebra aspect of it. Cool. So use the token similarity method to compare token 1 to token 2 and print the result. Okay, cool. This is literally the same thing. Yo, you can declare variables like that in Python? I don't like that. I do not like that. I already know I'm going to learn how to spell the word similarity after using this. Yeah, we're going to get back into math here in a second. I'm trying to power through this because I really want to get back into math. I really want to. It's just excited me. Okay. So create spans for great restaurant and really nice bar. Okay. So we want to say doc. I think it's this. To position. Oh, great restaurant and really nice bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to, we don't want to include the period, so 5, 6. And then doc. Or is it span? I think it's span. I'm going to have to look that up in a second. Okay, so we said the period 6, so this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 16. 13 to 16. So we want to compare span 1 to span 2. Similarity to span 2. Let's see. I think it's going to break right here. I don't think that's how you do that. Oh, no, that is how you do that. Cool. Let's see. Generate span 1 correctly? I don't know. Apparently I didn't. So we want great restaurant. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, 0. Oh my God, Kiska. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So everything's off by 1. So this is 12 to 15. Now let's try. Nope, I tried. A okay, marked as complete. You might want to train vectors on your own data or tweak the similarity algorithm. That'll be interesting to get into. So we're on 11, there's 15, so we have 4 more of these guys.
Statistical
and then we
models
can
with
get back
rule-based
into
systems
math.
is one of the most powerful tricks you should have in your NLP toolbox. In this lesson, we'll take a look at how to do it with Spacey. Statistical models are useful if your application needs to be able to generalize based on a few examples. For instance, detecting product or person names usually benefits from a statistical model. Instead of providing a list of all person names ever, your application will be able to predict whether a span of tokens is a person name. Similarly, you can predict dependency labels to find subject-object relationships. To do this, you would use Spacey's entity recognizer, dependency parser, or part of speech tagger. Rule-based approaches, on the other hand, come in handy if there's a more or less finite number of instances you want to find. For example, all countries or cities of the world, drug names, or even dog breeds. In Spacey, you can achieve this with custom tokenization rules as well as the matcher and phrase matcher. In the last chapter, you learned how to use Spacey's rule-based matcher to find complex patterns in your texts. Here's a quick recap. The matcher is initialized with a shared vocabulary, usually NLP.vocab. Patterns are lists of dictionaries, and each dictionary describes one token and its attributes. Patterns can be added to the matcher using the matcher.add method. Operators let you specify how often to match a token. For example, plus will match 1 or more times. Calling the matcher on a doc will return a list of the matches. Each match is a tuple consisting of an ID and the start and end token index in the document. Here's an example of a matcher rule for golden retriever. If we iterate over the matches returned by the matcher, we can get the match ID and the start and end index of the matched span. We can then find out more about it. Span objects give us access to the original document and all other token attributes and linguistic features predicted by the model. For example, we can get the span's root token. If the span consists of more than one token, this will be the token that decides the category of the phrase. For example, the root of golden retriever is retriever. We can also find the head token of the root. This is a syntactic parent that governs the phrase. In this case, the verb have. Finally, we can look at the previous token and its attributes. In this case, it's a determiner, the article a. The phrase matcher is another helpful tool to find sequences of words in your data. It performs a keyword search on the document, but instead of only finding strings, it gives you direct access to the tokens in context. It takes doc objects as patterns. It's also really fast. This makes it very useful for matching large dictionaries and word lists on large volumes of text. Here's an example. The phrase matcher can be imported from Spacey.matcher and follows the same API as the regular matcher. Instead of a list of dictionaries, we pass in a doc object as the pattern. We can then iterate over the matches in a text, which gives us the match ID and the start and end of the match. This lets us create a span object for the match token's golden retriever to analyze it in context. Let's try out some of the new techniques for combining rules with statistical models.
Okay.
Combining statistical models with rule-based systems is one of the most powerful tricks you should have in your NLP toolbox. In this lesson, we'll take a look at how to do it with Spacey. Statistical models are useful if your application needs to be able to generalize based on a few examples. For instance, detecting product or person names usually benefits from a statistical model. Instead, you would use Spacey's entity recognizer. Patterns are lists of dictionaries, and each dictionary describes one token and its matches returned by the matcher. We can get will match 1 or more times.
Okay.
Calling the matcher on the doc will return a list of the matches. Each match is a tuple consisting of an ID and the start and end token index in the document. Here's an example of a matcher rule for golden retriever. If we iterate over the matches returned by the matcher, we can get the match ID and the start and end index of the matched span. We can then find out more about it. Span objects give us access to the original document and all other token attributes and linguistic features predicted by the model. For example, we can get the span's root token. If the span consists of more than one token, this will be the token that decides the category of the phrase. For example, the root of golden retriever is retriever. It performs a keyword search on the document, but instead of only finding strings, it gives you
All right, phrase matcher is like regular expressions or keyword search, but with access to the tokens. Takes doc object as pattern. Oh, okay. More efficient and faster than matcher. Okay.
direct access to the tokens in context. It takes doc objects as patterns. It's also really fast. This makes it very useful for matching large dictionaries and word lists on large volumes of text. Here's an example. The phrase matcher can be imported from Spacey.matcher and follows the same API as the regular matcher. Instead of a list of dictionaries, we pass in a doc object as a pattern. We can then iterate over the matches in a text, which gives us the match ID and the start and end of the match. This lets us create a span object for the match token's golden retriever to analyze it in context.
Okay. So, it basically does the same thing as matcher, but faster, is what I'm hearing. So, I don't feel like I need to go over it too much more because, yeah, we kind of went over matcher yesterday. So, why does this pattern not match this token Silicon Valley in the doc? Lower Valley. It's because they're not lower. Yeah, no. It's because it's not lowercase. No? whose lowercase form matches a given value. So we'll match tokens like, oh, that's good to know. I actually think it's that, because this here is a bool value. Like if there's a space after the word, it's a bool value, whether it's false or true or false. True means space, false means not. So then most logical thing would be this. Yeah, okay. Cool. So both patterns in this exercise contains mistakes and won't match as expected. Can you fix them? If you get stuck, try printing the tokens in the doc to see how the text will be split and adjusted to the pattern so that each dictionary represents one token. Edit pattern 1 so that it correctly matches all case insensitive mentions of Amazon plus a title cased proper noun. Edit pattern 2 so that it correctly matches all case sensitive or insensitive mentions of ad-free plus the following noun. Okay. So let's just run the code and see what happens, because I want to see what it actually puts out, what it spits out. But NLP, Twitch Prime, the perks. Oh. Hey guys. Irony right here. Twitch. Oh shoot. I honestly didn't know that was going to be there. So basically won't match as expected. Edit pattern 1 so that it correctly matches all case insensitive mentions of Amazon. Oh, I hate Docker. And then I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really know what they mean by case insensitive mentions of Amazon plus a title cased proper noun. I really don't know what they want us to do here. Try processing the strings that should be matched with the NLP object, for example, token.text for token. Okay. That makes sense. But this here, according to our last answer, should cover it. Because here, when you click this answer, it says the lower attribute in the pattern describes tokens whose lowercase form matches a given value. So this will match with anything like this. So I'm not quite sure. Case sensitive examples, yes, yeah. I'm not. I'm not 100% like. I'm not understanding of why this doesn't work. Or why that wouldn't work. I'm just going to show the solution because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't understand it. Okay, so I'm going to show the solution. So this makes sense here. Oh, okay, it's a pattern here. Everything has to be lowercase. Only the lower cases of Amazon. But, okay, so I'm not, like, okay, so the only reason why I was a little bit hesitant on this here was because up here, or like in this question here, it was lower, and then I guess all of it was lowercase here. So I guess maybe that's the reason why. just not 100% sure. I'm not 100% definitive on this whatchamacallit here for the pattern. The operator, maybe? I don't know. Okay, this makes sense. Is title true? POS, pronoun. Cool. So pattern 2. This makes sense then, because it was saying everything together, which this is not an alpha, because when you process it, that's why. Okay, so when you process it, the library is going to take it like this here, rather than all together as one word. So yeah, that makes sense. For match ID, start in matcher doc. Yeah. Underscore ID. Okay, so let me reset it. So here we gotta change it to lowercase. Oh, thank you for the subscribing to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it if you're on live. If not, if you watch this later, I appreciate it. The name is Sharaf Hassan. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with pronunciations. We've kind of already went over this, but I apologize if I did butcher it. Please feel free to re-educate me on that, because yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to pronunciations. All right, so this is going to be text here. Then we're going to have the little dash there. And then the next one is, again, lower, in quotes, lower. And then, I don't know what regex, I guess, regex is. I really don't know what that is. I'm still new at this. Regular expressions. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's take a look at it. That should work now. Oh, I forgot the comma. It's type of string pattern matching common across all languages, pretty much. Oh. Okay. Oh. So right now I'm trying to just learn natural language processing and machine language, but let me take a look into that real quick, because if that's something better, then I probably should use that instead of Spacey. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were from PWJ. I really did think you were from PWJ. Your name looked familiar. Welcome to the live stream, by the way. Regular expression. String text that allows you to create patterns that help match, locate, and manage text. Perl is a great example of programming. Okay. So PWJ is Profit with JavaScript. So it is the course I'm currently enrolled in. It is put together by Naz and Kazi, Rafe Kazi, clever programmer, really. On YouTube, they put together a whole course for people to learn JavaScript. And there is a link wherever you're tuning in for it, if you do want to sign up, if you're curious. I've met a lot of people, and man, it's great. I love it a lot. I do. Like, if you want to learn, if you're not for formal education and you want to learn JavaScript or Python, because he does have Python as well, it is a great way to do so without going through tutorial hell. It's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. I'm going to be doing a video soon on newer stuff. Is there any chance I can learn this? Yeah, for sure. Dude, I'll be honest with you. This is my first time programming in Python, and it's the first time I'm even looking at AI and natural language processing. But like, this is pretty like it. This is very beginner friendly. If you take a look at Spacey is what I'm using. I'll drop the link in the chat. It's very beginner friendly, and that's just basically what I've been doing on live the past 2 days. The first. Oh no. You should look into the Spacey package system then. The only Python I know is a snake. Oh, he got the jokes. Spacey package system. What is that? What is that? Oh, SciPy? Oh, I read that as Spacey. SciPy. Science Python. Okay. Open source software for mathematics, science, and engineering. MatPot library. Oh, okay. Base N dimensional array packages, fundamental library for scientific computing, symbolic mathematics, enhanced interactive console, data structures, and analysis. I am not an engineer, personally. It has all the tools you need for natural language processing. Okay, so I'll take a look into it. Right now, I'm working on a passion project, so I'll look into it and I'll start probably learning more about it, but I probably won't use it for what I'm doing right now, just because I want something kind of already built, but not, yeah. I am not an engineer, and they're not trying to sell you Amazon's API. Oh, okay. Well, so far from Spacey, what I've noticed is it's an actual library. And all you got to do is import it into Python and you're good to go. And you can train they have their own trained models. But yeah. Oh, Fourier! Fourier series! Transforms, yes! Linear algebra! I'm sorry. I got really excited. I did the AWS course on... Okay. Awesome. Self-taught. Nice. I'm gonna open the link in the new tab. You should know Kagleton. It has great resources. Thank you. I appreciate everybody dropping knowledge in, because I'm not gonna claim to know everything. I don't know everything. And I want to know everything. So, yeah. I definitely appreciate it. Every type of topic, it's like a blog for machine learning. Spacey is probably using those heavily, if I had to guess. I am more than sure it is. sklearn has that too. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Spatial data structures, algorithms, file I/O. API references. Okay. Low-level callback functions, linear algebra. Okay. I'm going to look into that a little bit later. How do you guys are dealing with this? I hate to use the keyboard. Every time I use it, the bugs are flowing. What do you mean? How do you guys deal with this? I hate to use the keyboard. Yes, I really appreciate the references. I do. Like, agree with Leaf. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also, Leaf, let me know if you don't want me using your real name, because I'll switch over to your handle. I'm a developer also. Okay, awesome. Oh, yes, pandas. Okay. SQL. Ooh, intro to game AI and reinforcement learning. Oh, this. Yes. Ooh. I think I'm going to do one of these courses on live stream tomorrow. Maybe do Spacey, finish it by, okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure, because I know I don't want to put anybody off like that, or expose anybody. It's a bad one. For an even better beginner resource. Okay, let me go on and save that as well. Drop Spacey, nobody uses it. Okay. So like I said, it's just a passion project right now. And I kind of want to finish this within the first 100 days of my coding and all of that. What I'm kind of doing right now is I'm trying to find something that's already built that I can adjust and use it for, my project. But for something deeper for machine learning and developing my own AI, I will look into that because I am definitely interested in it. I want to have when starting, you have to start somewhere from CPU. He got jokes. But yeah, I want to start where something's already built, where I understand some of what's going on behind the scenes, and then start getting into the nitty gritty of, okay, let's go on and start breaking this down and understanding it from a microscopic level, and let's build it back up, if that makes sense. So right now what I'm doing is I'm taking Spacey, which somebody has already done MLP. Also, I am a troll also. Don't ban me, please. I'll behave. You don't have to beg here. I'm not going to ban you unless you say some very vulgar stuff or are just being completely negative. I appreciate jokes and I like heckling, so please heckle all you want. But I might have some witty comebacks for you as well, so be careful. But anyways, I do want to start with something a little bit bigger. I want to start with something a little bit bigger scheme, just because for my comprehension, you want to understand the tools that they use if you learn Spacey. Okay. Let me sleep on it, because I do like the way Spacey is set up. Okay, pre-built models too, so you won't be missing out, really. Okay, SK learn using ASM, but I suppose none of them. I hate you. I hate you, but I love you. Let's check out SK learn. I don't hate you. I love you too. Okay. Clustering. Am I on the right page? I don't know if I actually am. I say I hate somebody when they say something. Right page? Okay, cool. That looked pretty promising too, though. Okay, let's see. For predictive and data analysis, okay, I got it. So let's go to the API. This is okay. This is the same thing, correct? The documentation here on Kite. Okay. Perfect. What did I just do? Okay. Perfect. I don't know. I like the way this interface looks better than that. This is overwhelming. This, not so much. The UI is better here. Effective solutions to learning problems that are accessible to everybody and reusable. Okay. As a okay. So I want to look up some use cases, examples. Okay, I see. Okay. Clustering. Okay, so I definitely see the value here. I see it. I like it. However, I may use Spacey just because linear modules are numeric. There are no efficient solutions outside of assembly, just saying. Don't hate me. See, these types of examples are done on cable, but better. Okay. In one coherent notebook. Okay, I got it. I do really like this. And I do want to work with this. But for my project, for now, I'll dive into SK Learning. Maybe look up some videos and use cases for it on YouTube. And then go from there to make a final decision. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with Spacey. And the only reason why is... Oh. Hold on. So the project is taking... Okay. Yeah, because I really like the way that Spacey is very beginner foolproof. Like, this is their chapter 2 on their learning. That's kind of, it's like for very beginners, and I'm a complete beginner when it comes to NLPs and ML. Because I know with stuff like this, I get very overwhelmed very fast, very easily. So I don't want to have to deal with being overwhelmed and all of that. I mean, it's beginner friendly because it's selling monetized APIs, I think. So Spacey is 100% free. I have yet to encounter any instances where I actually have to sign up for any APIs. Oh yeah. Give me a second, I'll answer that question. I'm sorry. I have like several thought processes in my head and then I go on tangents. Yeah. Anyways, so far with Spacey, it's 100% free from what I've seen, I think. But I also haven't started to use it. And it seems more as though, I'm not sure. Hold on. If I can follow my own code, I can follow you also. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Okay, but my project is basically taking text input from a user and translating that over into how another user from Twitter would talk. So to give you an example, like if I typed in something I wanted to say, like, I don't know, just whatever random I wanted to say into this program and say I wanted to convert it to how Donald Trump talks. It takes that text input and it understands what it's saying and then it turns around and outputs what I just put in as something Donald Trump would say. Does that make sense? There is a date on it. That's the only reason why I'm too kind of iffy on using SKL. That's like the only thing, because it looks like I might have to start learning some more and faster, and I don't know, we'll see. And I have other things that I do need to do, but anyways, okay, natural language processing problems on Kaggle as example. We will use it for content. Okay, yeah, you should take a look into GAN networks. Okay, GAN networks. Machine Learning Frameworks by Ian Goodfellow and his colleagues. Oh. A gentle introduction to generative adversarial networks. Approach to generative modeling using deep learning methods such as convolution neural networks. Generative modeling is unsupervised learning task in machine learning that involves automatically discovering and learning regularities or patterns in input data such a way that the model... Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. Thank you. GAINs are a clever way of training generative models by framing the problem as supervised learning problem with two submodels. The generator model that trains generate new examples, and the discriminator model that tries to classify examples as either real from the domain or fake generated. The two models are trained together in a zero-sum game, adversarial, until the discriminator model is fueled about half the time, meaning the generator model is generating plausible examples. So basically it's trying to fool the discriminator. This is an advanced technique though, but you can use TensorFlow. Got it. I might rewrite it in this. Who knows? I don't know. Eventually. So GAINs are exciting and rapidly changing field, delivering on the promise their ability. Okay, so supervised artwork and music too. Oh. Okay. This is interesting. A typical machine learning problem involves a model to make a prediction. This requires training data set that's used to train a model compromised by multiple examples called samples, which each input variable x outputs a variable y. Model trained by x. Okay. I've not been impressed by the GAIN music streams on YouTube. You're reading faster than I can think. Yeah, it is very impressive. This is very impressive, honestly. I'm reading faster than you can think. Yeah, that's a habit of mine. Oh, shoot. They're not SOTA. Boy, I don't even know what SOTA is. That's how boy, girl, sorry. But that's how, I just say boy. All that state of the art. Ah. Got it. You make me look newbie. Best in class, I guess. It is a machine learning term for best in class, I guess. Okay. Nice. Model prediction. Okay, so predictive modeling. Got it. Input data to model. Oh. Okay, so regression. Got it. There's another program. Output. This model is constructed. There's no correlation of the model, as the model is not predicting anything. The lack of correction is generally referred to as unsupervised. Okay, or unsupervised learning. Got it. So examples of the unsupervised learning problems include clustering and generative modeling, and examples of unsupervised learning are k-means generative. Okay, and examples of unsupervised learning algorithms are k-means and generative adversarial networks. Yeah, it's definitely worth exploring. In supervised learning, we may be interested in developing a model to predict the class label given the... Okay, this predictive modeling task is called classification. Classification also traditionally refers to discriminative modeling. This is because alternatives and supervised models that summarize the distribution of input variables may be able to be used to create or generate new examples in the input distribution. Okay. I'll do that now. This is like Thursday morning meetings with thousands of tabs open, but not a single line of code. Yep. That's me. Okay. Let's see. Note the clustering algorithms. Okay. Semi-supervised. Hold on. Let me go all the way to the top because I don't even know where I'm at anymore. By clustering, calibration, classification, clustering. You said clustering, yes. Unsupervised learning. Let me just do. Okay. First attempt. Discriminator. Okay. Sorry, I always scroll through once to see if there's any, like, good. Yeah. For sure. Okay. I'm gonna bookmark this page. What is going on out there? It sounds like they're fighting. Somebody's biting somebody or something. Screaming bloody murder out there. Shoot. Ain't none of my business, though. Example, I'm gonna bookmark this so I can come back to it because I don't quite feel like reading all of this on live stream right now. But you said this one, clustering. Have different densities. Yeah, what questions do you have? What's up? How are you? How are you? Yeah, but for sure, throw out any questions you have. I can try to answer. No clustering is a category of models. Yeah. Like regression. So no clustering is what I'm... Dude, I'm, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm 100% clueless. So it's just... Yeah, I'm kind of a noob at this, but, you know, I'm trying to learn. Gaussian. Yeah. Homework. I mean, I can try. I can try to help you. How many? I don't know how many words per minute I can type. I really don't. I'm a decent typer, I guess, for fastness. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really measure that, to be honest with you. Oh, I love math. I really do. So I'm looking for unsupervised training models. Correct? Right? I do not, but we will look that up. Oh yeah, I know those. Those are easy. Oh shoot. Yeah, I definitely know those. For sure. I know how to solve those in linear algebra too if you want to learn that. Yeah. I mean, if you don't know the ML, start there. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm trying to do, but I'm also trying to understand like neural processing. I'm also trying to understand natural language processing. But support vector machines, tutorial, text documents, okay. So start with DS and do ML and then do AI in that order. Otherwise it won't make sense. Got it. What? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be like a complete noob here. What is DS? Because I know DS and AI data. Okay. Um, yeah. ML, machine learning, and AI, yeah. Artificial intelligence. Machine learning are sometimes, I'll be incorrectly. Data science. Put simply, data science refers to the process of extraction of useful insights from data. This interplay merges with various fields of computer science, scientific processes, and methods, and statistics in order to extract data in automated ways in order to mine data, which is loosely associated with the field data science is used as a diverse range of techniques, tools, algorithms from fields, data science, training, advanced. These techniques, if you join or meet up, you can get more about information about these techniques. I feel as though we probably should search that and go into it. And artificial includes deep learning, neural networks, and even genetic algorithms. Yeah, I was seeing the genetic algorithms earlier with the Word2Vec. They have the Gene2Vec. I was seeing that. I was like, ooh, that's cool. Okay, go to the other bookmarks. Where I don't even know what I have on here anymore. AWS. Got it. Hey, what's up? Go to the Amazon course. Can you train a bot to trash talk in my place like a trolling bot? Go check into Firebase. They have messaging bots, so actually freaking good. Okay, I am back. Hello, hi. Pick the data science path and skip like all the AWS. Okay, and take the hard optional courses. Got it. So, data science, explore this path. Alright. Geographic, yes, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it, I just don't know where I've heard of it. Let's see, domain, recommended, role, data scientist, there we go. It will recap all the math you need for, okay, explain DS and ML and, okay, perfect. I really appreciate it. Okay. AWS, Amazon SageMarker build using images, computer vision. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, their UI is super confusing. I've never really cared for AWS because I found this here, which this is the specific path. Programming isn't even more confusing than this UI. Let me tell you that right now. Ah, got it. That is super confusing. hey, you say you lost 30 minutes to this, but you just taught somebody something that they didn't quite know before. So, gotta look at the positives. Crap. I don't know if I even remember my password to Amazon. If I have a password, Kiska, really? Okay, I appreciate it. Getting a bit tired and hungry. I may need to go get food. Yeah, I need to get food too. Once I start to run. Yeah, for sure. I definitely don't want to any APIs from AWS right now. They expensive. Is it me, or is like Google or Amazon's CAPTCHAs like terrible? Okay. I just got sent the one time. And a gorilla. For food and gorilla. I think about making. Oh. Pork pot stickers. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing right now. I need to cook some food. I got some food up in there that's gonna go bad. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. Maybe I'll cook some tacos. Ah, man. I ain't got no meat, though. My meat's all frozen. That sounds great. Okay, let me enter in my OTP real quick. I gotta reset my password because I forgot it. Because I hardly ever use my own Amazon. Because my sister has one, and it's Prime. And I had one, and it was Prime. And I was like, why are we both paying for Prime? Let me just leech off my sister's. So, here we are. Sorry, I'm setting all this up in my other screen right now. Then not now. I don't want to add a mobile number. Ooh. Yes, I love Costco. Oh, okay, sounds good. Get some sleep. Sleep well. I'll see you later. Tune in. I'll be on here tomorrow. Yeah, definitely get some sleep. I think this is, okay. Yeah, so it gives you the options to log in with your Amazon account or AWS. But yeah. You're good. I love bad jokes, honestly. Oh, okay. I guess I gotta... I mean, I do need to sign up for my own AWS account, because, yeah. There we go. Save. Okay, cool. There we are. They do really great deals on web hosting, and if you're into web dev. Yeah, I am into web dev. I'll have to take a look into it. I know there's ways to web host for free, though. Don't quote me on that, but I gotta figure those out. Just, you know, hacking the internet, whatever. Not really hacking, but kind of. Not really, but kind of. Alright. So guys, due to the virus, we had another 10,300 cases added to our total here in Texas. We've had like every day for the past like week or so, we've been adding 10,000 cases plus or so. don't want that. I want this. Okay, I'll subscribe then, I guess. Perfect. Yeah. We have 10K in total. Jesus Christ. Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, like, what country? Because, yeah, I'm in Texas, US. Hold on, I want to do something. Hey, there you go. So Google isn't always the most up-to-date for cases. It has a tendency of not having up-to-date numbers because, like, these days here they were 10,000, but Google only reports like 9,000, 10,000 there, and right now it's at 92 for today. But there's some controversy going around with testing in the US. Yeah, I don't want to get too into it because I know it's like a touchy thing. Oh, that is pretty. Click order low to high. Alphabetical order, no. Let's see. Oh, Texas's graph. Look at how ugly. Yes, that's according, testing equals more cases equals bad. That's according to the Cheeto in office. Yeah. This is pretty. I like this UI. Yeah. Yeah, we've had about like 50,000 cases the past couple of days. It's bad. Yeah. Yes, it's the Sweden approach. Oh, jeez. I don't think I needed that open, but I'll leave it open. Why not? Alright, where did my course go? I had it open. Resume. Launch course. There we go. Okay. Solid plan. Don't ask, don't die, right? Everywhere it's the same. Like 10K people are dying per day and the government's reporting only 150 people died today. It sucks. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, governments are governments. There's a lot of controversy around stuff, so unfortunately. Ah, okay. Good to know. How to get blocked out of the EU in 5 simple steps. A beginner's guide. Yeah. So, I'm assuming I'm allowed to show this on stream and take this course on stream. I probably should look into that before I start anything. I don't really know. I mean, it's free and people can get it everywhere, so I would assume it's fair use. Does anybody know? Because I don't want to get hit with no copyright crap. Especially because you know how, and I was doing that earlier too with Spacey. I probably should take a look into that, huh? It's not under the CC license, okay. But you can add subtitles and just watch off screen. Not a bad idea. Why I allowed this? Launch course. All right. So I think I'm actually going to switch over to this because this does look promising. Just the one thing is I'm not 100% sure how to add subtitles on my stream. So, one of us, yes. So that being said, I'm gonna leave that bookmarked because I do like Spacey. I might take a look into it a little more later, but, yeah, I'm gonna figure that out, the closed captioning and how I'm going to be able to do that. I'm sure it's easy. I'm just, again, I gotta figure out OBS and Twitch and streaming and all that, because, yeah, I'm pretty new at all of this crap. So, yeah. I mean, guys, I've been on Twitch for 4 days, and this is day 4 of my 100 days of code. So do the math. I've never streamed before. I've never done anything like that. This is kind of new to me. So that being said, I'm still learning. So bear with me. But I was gonna look into a few things that y'all had mentioned earlier. I think I'm going to call today done with the AI and machine learning. I'm watching you from both of my YouTube IDs. Dude, thank you. I appreciate you. You a true OG. You a true one. You a real one. I appreciate you. Like meeting new people, so it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Well, you've hosted a lot of JSC calls a bit. Some experience? Yeah, some experience, but it's like Zoom is 100% different than Twitch. You know what I mean? Like I just learned today that Twitch has extensions that can pop up on the About page. This is something I probably should have known, but I didn't. And again, like, laugh at me all you want, but, like, I am brand new to this. So bear with me. So yeah. Transitioning from one state to another according to certain probabilistic defining no matter how the process this state or future is fixed. Huh. Typically, I always go to YouTube videos for this, but I know, like... Oh, Patrick JMT, I love him. He's so good. And it might be streamable. Okay. 2020 vision of linear algebra. Let's see. So MIT... It's also MIT Lencher, so there's, like, nerd factor, too. True. I love... Dude. Something about me... Oh, this is so pretty. Let's watch this. I love fractals. Or fractals, whatever. Fractals. That's so gorgeous. I could sit here and just stare at that all day long. But fun fact by his PhD students. Yeah, most, yeah. Hop from one state situations. Yeah, I've never heard of this, so our part one of, oh. What are the actual applications? Because I haven't ever actually worked with these. To be honest with you. That's a complex plane, but don't let them deceive you. Number theory is anything but sexy. You know, I like the unsexy things. And they become very sexy to me because they are unsexy and not a lot of people like them. And for those of you who might have just turned in, I'm talking about math here. We're not getting gross, okay? But yeah, seen them in data compression gaming theory. Markov chains as a statistical tool to implement the idea of an expectation of sameness in the variable. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, got it. So, cool. Y'all kind of explained that for me. So, Winder. Let's take a look at that. Because somebody else mentioned that. I don't know. Somebody said Winder. And I don't quite remember what they were talking about. But I can't find it. And I'm not going to dive too into it if I can't find it. Let's check into Tableau. Because I've heard of it. It's just been a minute. Connect all your data with critical external sources like public health status. Okay. I don't quite remember why we were talking about Tableau, but I'm gonna call it good on that. And then it was cosine similarity, right? Yeah. Well, you can actually elaborate on path in a Markov network quite a bit beyond percentages. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check into that eventually. I definitely will. Adding the summation of two vectors multiplied. Okay. Yeah, it's the summation of two vectors multiplied at the I indice. This is all firmly under statistics, though. You should know this before DS. So I do understand this. It's just something that I came across today that I have yet to actually explore, if that makes sense. I understand the math behind it. It's just the math to get there, if that makes sense. Power BI is Microsoft version on Tableau. They are okay. That's why we were talking about it. Yeah. I mean, this makes sense to me. I get it. I understand why you would use it. And this is going to be what... Yeah, I get this. Seaborn or Matplotlib. Yeah. What do you think of Excel? Excel is a useful tool if you need it. But if you don't need it, then... I don't know. I don't really use Excel, to be honest with you. If you're in a Python environment, usually use Seaborn or Mat. Okay, cool. So here's the thing too. I'm coming from JavaScript as well. So I'm actually right now learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But like I said, I've met some people. We've wanted to do this project for a minute, and I'm the one who volunteered to actually do the neural networks and machine learning and all that. So yeah. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, I'm just the one crazy enough to try to learn like 20 languages all at once. So that's another part of the problem. I need to just chill with that, but at the same time, I'm not. Yeah. I need to just focus on one, and I know that. It's just, I like stressing myself out because I literally have nothing else to do because, like I said, I'm furloughed and I still have yet to hear back. So yeah. So starting from day one, you should just head over to the TensorFlow page and hope you can get it to work. Dude, you're sounding like you know exactly how I work. Because that's literally my strategy for programming. understand networks you use anyways if you want to do this project in a timely manner. Yeah, I'm not, this is like, it's not necessarily a this needs to get done on time type project. It's more for fun. But yeah. I'm a fellow web shit. I love it. That's literally I just saw that. Bro, I'ma have to use that. I'm gonna steal that word from you, web shit. Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much because that just describes me 100%. JavaScript all the way, for sure. Also, you can use TensorFlow in JavaScript. Mostly, basically, they just have slightly different syntax. Yes, exactly. It's more of let's try to learn a bunch of stuff project. Exactly. To offload the computation to the user. Yep. Yeah. He has a way with words. Actually, let me bring up our... No, it was fluid chart? No, lucid chart. So we have a UML. I want documents. Might help if I actually read the damn buttons. Oh yeah, it's Odin. He decided to join me. His spot is like on the corner of my desk to my right. Yeah, that's Odin. But yeah, this is our UML document for now. Yeah. KLIK. I don't know what that is, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, dogs was quiet today. Good dogs. Yeah, they're actually in their kennel because I put them in the kennel when I was running around. So I need to get them out of there soon. So I'm probably gonna have to hop off here pretty soon. But I have a lot of good information to go over. At least kind of decide which route I want to go. I'll probably go TensorFlow for the program that we're building, and then AWS to actually understand what's going on behind the scenes. Because I am very big on understanding what goes on behind the scenes rather than just... Hi, Odin. You're so cute. Sorry. He's distracting me. Because he's adorable. I love my cat. He's a sweetheart. Yeah. Oh no, I know AWS won't teach TensorFlow. I'm just saying AWS will understand, or will help me understand how to program an AI and understand what's going on behind the scenes of a TensorFlow process, if that makes sense. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, basically do both of these. Oh, I don't care if it's long. Like, I got time. I got plenty of time. Texas is probably going to shut down again for at least another month. So I'm going to be cooped up in this apartment again for another 30 days. I act like I've been out, but I mean, I've been out, but like, I haven't been to work. So yeah. With difficult exercises. Oh, you're speaking my language. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the AWS course. Maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll do 2 streams a day, or maybe 1, and just, I might just stream the entire time I'm programming at this point, because I actually kind of like this. I like interacting with people, and I like being able to do work, and then if something goes wrong, I can ask people, because, why not? Like, why not? This here. Fun fact, my cousin went to MIT, and I'm pretty sure he went for computer science. Not 100% sure. I would have to talk to him. I haven't seen him in a minute, but yeah, I do remember my parents are like, oh, he's so smart. He got accepted into MIT and he's going for this. And I mean, he's very smart, but I remember that as a child. He's the one who taught me how to calculate fractions in the 4th grade because I hated fractions. He helped with it and he explained it at a level that I understood. I was like, ah. I think he's the reason that I had always loved math, because he taught me, like, he was so passionate about math that he, like, we were sitting down, I was playing a leapfrog game or some crap like that, Jumpstart, watch MIT lectures on stream. Okay, I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I think he's the reason why I like math so much. He just made it fun and enjoyable to learn, and then he's like, he connected the dots for me too a little bit. Oh, my camera. It's called open courseware, I think. Okay. But yeah, it's called MIT OpenCourseWare, I think. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I have it. Let me go back to the homepage though, so I can actually bookmark it, because I don't think I bookmarked it. Yeah. But yeah. Because I now I remember, like, or not now, but just thinking about it, like, from that point on, I was always excited about math. So, yeah. It is a good page to know, for sure. I appreciate it. Let's see. Does it want to connect this time? Okay, cool. Hi, Odin. But yeah, I think I'm going to go on and hop off, y'all. I need some food, and I need to eat. And then I probably should, I keep saying I need to work on this freaking presentation. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make some food and then charge up the batteries, because I'm on my 3rd battery and the other 2 are dead. And I only have 3 batteries. So maybe what I'll do is I'll charge up the battery and then hop back on and do the presentation. What do you guys think? Would you like to see me do the presentation, or what? It's just going to be like over HTML. I think that's what I've settled on for the second video. Yeah? Cool. So what I'll do is I'll come back, I'll make some food, come back, and then sit down and do my HTML and CS, or not CSS, just HTML presentation. Thank you, you too. I will be back very soon, y'all, with some food. And yeah, y'all have, or what am I even gonna eat? I don't know, I'll figure it out. But y'all have a great one. If I'm not back, I guess I might have just fallen asleep or decided not to go live, and I just want to have some time. No, I'm not. I mean, I kind of am new to web dev, but I'm not brand new. If that makes sense. I know I'm actually doing YouTube videos for HTML and their attributes and all of that to help people in the course that I'm in. Just because I know there's a lot of people who need that, and the course doesn't cover HTML or CSS in depth, and I want to give people something to cover, if that makes sense. But yeah, PWJ, exactly. So it's going to be a PWJ thing, and then I'm also going to upload it to YouTube. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and yeah. So the whole concept here is I'm going to be content creator on YouTube and stream. I don't know. That's kind of the idea. I have a general overview of what I want to do and how I want to help and who I want to help, so that's kind of what I'm going with. I don't really like to categorize myself, but yeah. Take a nap. Your eyes are crying. To eat. Take some rest. Okay, let's do that now. Let me set up a Discord now, because I keep forgetting to set one up. Actually, there's a UFC fight today that Logan invited me to take a look at. Let me... see. Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure I can figure this out. It's not that hard. I might yell a couple times. Not really, but kind of. I'm seeing... yeah, the
You can just see that Salikov, you can just see that man generates a lot of power. Very, very big.
So I'm watching the UFC fight on Twitch actually right now.
I think he's got the power advantage. Probably
Do I have a Discord? Maybe I do.
the striker technique's probably equal for both of them. Both seasoned strikers. A lot of experience in mixed martial
Oh.
arts. Gilbert Durinho Burns chiming in. You have the Capoeira master, as you mentioned, Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos, taking on the 5-time Wushu
Cool.
Sando world champion Muslim Salikov.
I really don't even remember making this, but apparently I do.
That's why both guys are taking the time right now. They've got respect for one another. They both know, that what each other are capable of.
I'm gonna change it to be what literally everything else is. Alright, so I am on Discord.
Nice feint.
Oh.
Trying to get a
I
reaction.
don't even know what my password is. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, it was that one.
Under Ultimate Fighter Live veteran Cristiano Marcelo, who had a few fights in the UFC back in the day.
Cool.
Inside leg kick there as Salikov touches Dos Santos.
What was I even in here for? Anyways, alright. No, I don't want to unmute. Okay. We're gonna mute this tab. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, for sure. So I'll go on and set up Discord. I know that there's an extension in Twitch that you can use for it. Like I said, I just found out there's extensions in Twitch, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I will definitely set up Discord and send out like a mass message, I guess, when I go live, just so you know when I'm live, or figure it out and figure out how to do it. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Like I said, I should be back. If not, I'm probably drinking and watching the UFC fight. So, yeah, y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.